Good morning, students. Today we will start chapter number 3, that is Advanced MS Access. So, in this chapter, you will be learning how to create and manage computer based databases. If you remember, in the last chapter, I have explained you how MS Access contains your data in the form of tables and how all this processing part is done by linking up these tables. So now in this chapter we will learn how to link these tables together, that is forming relationship between the tables, and then after relating both the tables, what we'll be doing is we'll just ask some questions to the database. That means we will try to retrieve some information from the database, and we will also learn how to enter your data into the database using the forms and retrieve the information in the form of report. So the three topics what we'll be covering here is: first, creating the relationship between the tables and writing a query; second one is creating the forms; third one is creating the reports. So these are the topics what we'll be discussing in this chapter. Before starting off with the video, I want you all to recall how we have created tables in the last chapter. To revise how to create the tables, you can just go back to the previous video of chapter number 2 and watch the video again from the channel and see how the tables are created. Because for the understanding of this chapter, you will be needing the tables. You need to create two tables for the chapter. First is the student table and the second one is the book table. So we will be performing our operations on these two objects, that is student table and the book table. So you have to create two tables in your computer or laptops, and then only you'll be able to apply all these functions on your database. So now let's get started with the chapter. Okay, children, so now let's get started. So now what I'll do is I have already prepared my database and both the tables in my database with some random information. To open my existing database, what I will do is, if you can look here, here I have the list of recently opened databases. If you are not getting this list, nothing to worry about. Just go to the start button and here you have the recent documents. So I have already created a database with the name MyDB. So I'll just click here on MyDB. So this is how it opens. If you see here in this database, there are two tables which I have already created, that is the student table. So I have the student information table where I have entered the admission number of the student, class, section, name, address and phone number. Similarly, I have the book information table where I have the field as BID, that is book ID, book name and date of issue. So these are two tables. I'll show you the design view of the table in case you are creating it again. So to see the design view, that is overall outlook of the table, what I'll do is I'll go to the design view. So see, this is how my book info table design is. So I have the field name book ID and I took the data type as number because I'll be entering the numbers. Then the second field name is book name and the data type is text. Third one is date of issue and the data type will be date and time. Because book ID will be my unique field, that is my primary key, so I have made book ID as my primary key. This is about the book information table. Now let us see about the student information table. For student information table, when I go to the design view, you can see here the first field name is admission number and the data type is number. Second one is class, the data type will be number again. For section, I have taken data type as text, then name, data type as text, address, the data type will be memo, and for phone number, the data type will be number. So this is how you will be creating your tables, student info and book info. So I have entered random information in the tables. You can enter your own information and see. Now once your tables are ready, the first topic is how to relate these tables or how to form the relationship between the two tables. So to create the relationship between the two tables, you will go to the database tools. So just simply click on the database tools, and on the ribbon you have the show or hide group. So in show or hide group, what you will do is there is something called as relationships. When you click on the relationship, this is how it is going to display you the list of the tables. So now you have to select the tables in between which you have to create or you want to create the relationship. So what you will do is select the tables that you want to create the relationship in between. So I'll select both the tables and add. So if you can see here in the background, the tables have been added. Now you can just simply close it. To create the relationship, what you will do is simply left click the mouse and you need to just drag and drop here. There you go. So a relationship has been created between the two tables. Now you can see the table name book info and the table student info. The fields between which the relationship will be created is book ID and the admission number. So you can also change the field if you wish to change, but I would suggest you to always relate both the tables using the primary keys. So that will avoid any duplicate or the unique values. So relate the tables using the primary keys. So relationship should be between both the primary keys. So once this is done, you just click on create, and this line indicates that these two tables, that is book info and student info table, they both have been related. Once this is done, your relationship part is done. You can just close this. That's it. So now what I will do is I will write one query for you. Now children, what are queries? Queries are nothing but the questions that we ask to the database. So let's say I want to know or I want to see the details that my book, particular book has been issued to which student or when was it issued. So these are some queries which we can ask our database. Now let us see how to create such queries and how to retrieve the information. To create a query or a form or report, you just have to go to this create tab on the menu bar. Now children, let us see how to create a query. To create the query, just go to the create tab on the menu bar and you have the option of query wizard. So click on query wizard. Okay. Now I want to see the books that have been issued on a particular date. So I would like to see the book ID, the book name and also the date of issue. So then you click on next, modify the query design, next. Now if you look here, this is my book info table and these are the fields which I have selected to be displayed. Now in this I want to see the books that have been issued on 20th March 2020. So what I'll do is in the field name, date of issue and in criteria I have to type is equals to, so it takes the date in month, day and year format. So 3/20/2020. So this is how you will write the criteria, and once the criteria has been written, just go to run. So if you can see here, on 3rd, on 20th of March, two books have been issued. The book ID is 1089 and 2234. So it clearly displays me the books that have been issued on 20th of March. So if you can see here in book table, There are 5 books and they have been issued on different dates. So on 3rd, only 2 books were issued and I can see them here. So from the huge amount of data, if you want to see specified data, you put question to the database in the form of writing the queries. So once your query is done, I'll just close it. So it is asking me, do you want to save changes to the design of the query? So if you want to save this query, you can save it after getting the information, and that's it. So this is how you are going to create the queries. Now let us come to the second part, that is creating the forms. So what does the form does in Microsoft Access? Forms in Microsoft Access makes it easy to view existing table data and even to add the new entries to the data. So every time you don't have to switch between the data sheet view and design view of the table to enter the data or to view the data. Simply by using the forms, you can modify the data and you can view the data in a much effective way. Now let us see how to create such forms. So as I told you, to create the form, just go to the Create tab on the menu bar. After going to the Create tab on the menu bar, you have the form design. So what you will be doing here is in form design, you simply click on form. So I'll enter here. So here if you can see, you got the student info table and it is in the form of a form. So admission number, class, section, name, address and phone number. It's in a much better way when compared to the datasheet view of the table. So at the bottom you see these are the navigation buttons, so you can just navigate through and see. So now here I can enter a new information. If to enter a new record here, what you'll be doing is in the table, so in the view you will go to the form view. Once you click on the form view, now you can edit the form and enter any new data or any new entry. So let me just add a new entry and show you. So this is for class, let's say 7, section is F, then the name of the student is Bob, address is again downtown, and I'll enter a random phone number. There you go. So once the information has been added, it will be saved by pressing Ctrl S. So once you have saved it as Control S. So now if you go and check in the student information table here, a new record with the name Bob downtown has been added. So it is that easy to enter the information. To add any new record, again you will click on a new blank record and you can enter here. You can also edit the existing records. So if you look here, for the first one, that is admission number 1023, the class is 6th A. Now I want to change the class to 8th A. So I just make the editing and Control S. So now if you go and look at the student information table here, there you go. So 1023, the class is changed to 8th A. So this is how you will be creating the form and you can enter the information or edit the existing information in your form in very easy way. So to edit the information or to add the new, you have to go to the view and click on the form view. So this is how you are going to create a new form, and in this form you can enter the information and you can also add or edit the new information. Now let us see the last part, that is how to create a report. So what is a report? Report is nothing but it will give you, or it will present you your data in a much accessible format. For example, when you see your report card, you get information of all the subject marks in a very systematic way and also in a very calculative way. So the data is very much accessible when compared to a table in a report. So to generate a report, what I'll do is, let me just close this. To create a report, the steps are very simple. Just go to create and in create you will just simply click on create report. So if you look here, a clear report of the student information has been generated to me. Save the report, you will just press Ctrl plus S and your report will be saved. Okay children, so this is about your chapter number 3, that is advanced MS Access. So in this chapter you have learned how to create the relationship between two tables, how to put queries on the tables, then how to create a form and save a form, edit the form, and then how to create a report. Now the exercises I have already sent in the PDF along with the textbook. You don't have to write the exercises in your notebooks. The notes is separately sent to you in a PDF format. So note down only the question answers in your computer notebooks. Do not write the exercises in the computer notebook. And also I'll be sending you the activity regarding this chapter. So what you have to do is you have to do these activities in your computer or laptops and save those activities with your database. You don't have to submit your activities once you are done. I'll tell you a particular day on which you have to submit the activity, and only then you will submit the activity. Before that, please do not submit your work to me. I'll inform you when to submit the work. The activities will contain creating different tables, and after creating the tables you will have to generate the report and also form for the same.